The Ultimatum just finished its testing, and I kind of want to just run you guys through how the beginning looked like, my opinions on the game, overall how the game looks, because I think that's like a big aspect of the game. I didn't get much footage on VV. I only have about 8 hours on the game, so I couldn't progress fully because I had exams, and you know I had to get good grades on those. Because the progression is long in this game and there's just so much to do, so much content. So my first impressions of the game are the loading screen looks amazing. I'm just making a new slot because I went Soul Reaper originally, but I'm in a wrong car at heart, so I decided to go for that instead. So I just spawned in this like beautiful snowy area. It honestly made my jaw dropped because of how amazing the graphics were, the details, even like the little chain on the chest. So there's like some orange lights on the path. You just gotta follow those. It's basically just a tutorial for the game. You learn all the mechanics. There is something different about the game though. When it comes to blocking, you have to right click instead of F, which is usually seen in other games, but this one is different. Since you have to do right click and you have to perfect block, it can be a bit different. For me, I used to play Zo Samurai. I don't know if y'all know about that game, but it's basically the same mechanics as that. You just right click, perfect block, time your parries, and you're good to go. There's like this little fairy which I really liked in the game. There isn't fairies in Bleach, but I did like how they added this to show that this game isn't 100% inspired by Bleach. There are Bleach aspects in this game, but they're trying to turn it into something more unique. Of course, they do have Rancor, Quincy's, Soul Reapers. I have to press X to equip my weapon, which is kind of weird for me, so whenever it's time to fight and I didn't have my sword out, I'll be like, which one's my equip button again? One thing I didn't really like about the mechanics is the F. I kept forgetting to use that when I was fighting, so whenever somebody would use their critical on me, I would just forget a counter. But as I said before, the mechanics are fairly easy. Space to dodge, you can feint your swings, which I really hate. Of course, you can guard break other people if they're just holding it, so I recommend learning how to perfect block. Once you're done learning the mechanics, the fairy continues guiding you, and basically all you have to do in this game is just missions. The game teaches you everything. It's very straightforward. Just do missions, level up, fight hollows, eat them sometimes. So very straightforward. There isn't much to say about the progression. The hollows are actually really unique in this game. I didn't expect them to look like that. However, the big hollows with like the tail poison are probably my biggest op in this game. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I could not time my parries on them, especially when it came to like their tail spamming. I don't know, I didn't like them at all. When you press C, it'll show the missions around you, which can be very useful. The skill tree was honestly really unique because they already had hybrid builds built into it. I'm usually a speed strength main in other games, so I was really excited to learn that they had already set hybrid builds for you. Now it was time for the boss at the end. When you beat the boss, you get a title. I'm not sure what the title is or what it says, but I know for sure I was not beating this boss, so I just went ahead and just continued. So once you're done with the tutorial, you get to actually pick what sort of hollow type you want to go for. I wanted to go for a centipede, but I thought it probably wouldn't be good for progression or probably take longer since the stats weren't that good, so I decided to go for gorilla. I decided to spin for a clan, so might as well spin. It's not like I'm gonna get the legendary clan first try.
Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
And your missions are on the side, so you always get to know what you have to do. It's very straightforward, as I said. All you have to do to progress is just missions, do what they ask you. It's either kill hollows, craft something. Eventually, once you get your levels up, you do have the ability to TP to Las Noches. I actually really liked the map of it. I loved how it looked, and then especially how the outside looked with the sand, the pillars. It was amazing. After doing some more missions, fighting people, fighting hollows, eating them, I eventually was able to start my evolution mission. The evolution cutscene was actually pretty cool. It was kind of loud, but I really liked it. It's very unique compared to others. And so I was like, Menos Grande. So for this one, I had to destroy about 60 objects and... Wait. Destroy 60 objects and then I had to kill hollows. Sometimes when you kill a hollow, you get like this card trait thing. I'm not really yeah, it's a card. I would suggest getting those just so you can progress faster into Vasto Lorde, because once you're a Vasto Lorde, you need at least 4 cards to evo into an Arankar. So I would probably just take all of them, but for me, I thoroughly went through them. I probably wouldn't have taken the Sarah one because once you're done being like the next hollow, and once you're a Vasto Lorde, you lose your Sarah, so it was just kind of a waste of a card. But at least I got to be an Arankar faster, I guess. Next, I evo to some I don't even know what it is, bro, hollow. And then I have the mission Primal Urges Part 2. As I said, the game will help you progress. Will tell you what to do with what level you are. So it was very nice, very straightforward. I do wish there was a bit more to do, but I'm not sure what else they can add in this game. Maybe they might add something in the future so it won't feel as repetitive, because all I was doing was just killing hollows, doing missions, and that was it. I forgot to record the next transformation into Vasto Lorde because I kind of went into autopilot just killing those centipedes. But I was just basically reading what they told me, how I could evo into an Arankar now that I'm Vasto Lorde. And I was actually so amazed by the model. The model was so well done. I loved how it looked. After that, I wanted to get a good clip of my Vasto Lorde transformation to Arankar, but as you will see, that did not happen. Once I started my transformation, you know, everything was so cinematic, beautiful, well done. Just to be met with this thing. I don't even know what to tell you about this, bro. Like, you can see me visibly shocked. My mouse is not moving from the side at all for a good 5 minutes. I was so shocked by how ugly this thing was. Oh my god. I got so much discrimination, so many looks, stares from testers, content creators. I got clipped so many times just by wearing this stupid clan. I know they're trying to be as accurate as they can compared to the manga or anime, but I'm sorry. Why did they make me so ugly? I know he's in Arankar in Bleach, but you do not have to do me this badly. You know, after this, I just continued progressing, but there wasn't much I could do. After this, I could continue leveling up and get my resurrection, but you know, I didn't have enough time to get that. I had just started the mission for resurrection before I had to get off and study for my exams. So, of course, after a while, I did roll off this clan because I'm not about to look like this for my thumbnail. So I rolled off of it. They will add something where you can actually disable the cosmetics that come from the legendary clans, but I'm not sure when they will add that. But as I said before, this isn't a progression guide. I'm just telling you what I went through, how the game basically works, the mechanics, my opinions on it. If I'm being honest, it's probably the best Bleach game on Roblox so far. You know, I played Type Soul, but I didn't necessarily enjoy it. I think because of how many grips you had to do just to progress. But for this game, you didn't have to do any grips. All you had to do was kill hollows, which some could say bandit beater game, but I really like this game. I'm not trying to glaze or anything, but I think it's the graphics, how it looks, is what got me into this game. I never once got bored of the game. I wanted to keep going, but you know, I had exams, so I couldn't do all that. I will definitely play this again when it drops. Let's hope it drops soon. They say it may drop maybe this month, April, May, around there. So let's hope it's very soon. While you guys are waiting for the release, I will be giving out free spots for early access, so I'm not sure how I'll be giving it away. I'll probably go live or something and do spin the wheel. So if you guys want to be part of that and have a chance at early access, just follow me on YouTube, share this video, follow me on TikTok because that's where I go live. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is like the first time I've done this sort of video, I guess. I'm not really a person of words. I just kind of play and go. And I don't usually do voiceovers, but I'm trying to get more into those voiceover type videos. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I would really like to see some support, or if you guys would want me to continue these sort of videos. I usually just post shorts, TikToks. I don't even do voiceovers for those videos, but if you guys like these videos, just let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys later.